Britain has suspended competition laws to allow fuel suppliers to share information and coordinate their response to petrol shortages. Sunday's decision comes as gas stations run dry after days of panic buying. Long queues of cars were seen at gas stations in London after oil firms reported a lack of lorry drivers was causing transport problems from refineries to forecourts. British media is reporting that the army could be called on to deliver fuel to gas stations. Michael Voss reports from London.
The acute shortage of lorry drivers has been known about for months, but it's taken panic buying and long queues at petrol stations to force the government into an embarrassing U-turn. The UK will offer 5,000 temporary visas for foreign lorry drivers, reversing one of the key reasons for leaving the European Union, to reduce the dependency on cheaper foreign labour.
They're making exemptions to work permits and all that for lorry drivers. I mean, this was the whole point of Brexit. I mean, the whole Brexit is now under question, isn't it?
It's a bit like pasta and toilet roll in COVID, isn't it? All over again, but now with fuel.
Despite the long lines, the government insists there is no fuel shortage and is urging people to stop panic buying.
There's plenty of fuel. There's no shortage of the fuel within the country. So the most important thing is actually that if people carry on as they normally would and fill up their cars when they normally would, then you won't have queues and you won't have shortages at the pump either.
As well as issuing visas, the government is also taking measures to reduce the training time needed to get a lorry driver's licence and writing to retired drivers asking them to return to work. But the opposition says it's all too little, too late.
This is a complete lack of planning. No, we exited the EU. One consequence was there was going to be a shortage of HGV drivers. That was predictable.
The haulage industry isn't the only one with a serious labour shortage, and the government could now face pressure to ease immigration restrictions for the health service, care homes, hospitality and the farming sectors. The poultry industry will also be able to hire 5,500 foreign workers on 3-month visas in a bid to ensure there's no shortage of turkeys, Britain's traditional Christmas meal. The government says that immigration is a short-term fix and that it's up to industries to pay more to attract local hires. Many fruit and vegetable farmers, though, say very few local people are applying for such physically intensive jobs, and the National Farmers Union is calling for 12-month COVID recovery work permits. The lorry driver shortages have also resulted in growing gaps on supermarket shelves. None of the measures announced are likely to provide immediate fixes. An end to panic buying at the pumps may help ease tensions, but the country faces a difficult run-up to Christmas. Michael Voss, CGTN, London.